As I've been reading Ezekiel, I've been thinking about the United States and like just the sin and repentance that we need to do, because we have created false idols. We've listened to false prophets. We've done all the things that we're not supposed to be doing. And in chapter 18, I'm going to read a lot, so stick with me. But let me just read it and then let's talk. Chapter 18, verse 10. If the fathers of a son who is violent, shedder of blood, who does any of these things, though himself did none of these things, who even eats upon the mountain, defiles his neighbor's wife, oppresses the poor and needy, commits robbery, does not restore the pledge, lift up his eyes to the idols, commits abominations, lends an interest and takes profit, shall he then live? He shall not live. He has done all these abominations. He shall surely die. His blood shall be upon himself. Now suppose this man fathers a son who sees all the sins his father has done. He sees and does not likewise. He does not eat upon the mountain or lift his eyes to the idols of the house of Israel, does not defile his neighbor's wife, does not oppress anyone, exacts no pledge, commits no robbery, but gives his bread to the hungry and covers the naked with a garment, withholds his hand from iniquity, takes no interest or profit, obeys my rules and walks in my statutes, he shall not die for his father's iniquity. He shall surely live. As for the father, because he practiced exhortation, robbed his brother, and did what is good among his people, did what is not good among his people, behold, he shall die for his iniquity. Okay. Before this, if you recount somewhere in the Old Testament, usually the children have to pay for the sins of the father, right? Generational curses, generational blessings. Verse 19, yet you say, why should not the son suffer for the iniquity of the father? When the son has done what is just and right, he has been careful to observe all my statutes, he shall surely live. The soul who sins shall die. The soul shall not suffer for the iniquity of the father, nor the father suffer for the iniquity of the son. The righteousness of the righteous shall be upon him, and the wickedness of the wicked shall be upon himself. But if a wicked person turns away from his sins, and he is committed and keeps all his statutes and does what is just and right, he shall surely live, he shall not die. None of the transgressions that he has committed shall be remembered against him, but the righteousness that he has done, he shall live. Have I any pleasure in the death of the wicked, declares the Lord, and not rather he shall turn away and live? But when a righteous person turns away from his righteousness and does injustice and does the same abominations that the wicked person does, shall he live? None of the righteous deeds that he has done shall be remembered, for the treachery of which he is guilty, and the sin he has committed, for them he shall die. You are on your own. I think we live in a world where people say things like, I'm going to get in based on my grandma, my grandmother's prayers, my grandfather's prayer. Well, my auntie is a preacher. Well, I come from a long line of people who are Christians. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Ezekiel was telling us that it says your righteousness will be counted as righteous, but also your wickedness may be counted as wicked. But God is a gracious God. He's a merciful God. He says you can fix this. You can turn it around. Your actions, you can change today. And righteousness will then be counted as righteous. But if you turn your actions around the other way, and your wickedness will be counted as wicked, you will still die. We cannot rely on other people's religion. We cannot rely on other people's words. We cannot rely on other people's relationships with Christ. You have to make the decision for yourself. You have to make the decision for yourself. Talk to you later.